Alright guys, this gameplay, before everyone hates on me for it, it is sped up a lot. I think it's sped up 18% just to get it under the 10-minute mark. I know no one likes the really long videos, so I'm going to try to keep it a little bit shorter. This is a 51 and 2 double nuke fail. What actually ends up happening in this game is I go on a 23 and a 24 kill streak respectively, and both times I die 1 and 2 off nukes. 1 or 2 kills off nuke, which really, really sucks. I know if that's ever happened to you, it's very, very frustrating. It wasn't really frustrating to me. The only frustrating part was that we actually ended up losing this game, and I felt like I let my team down because if I had at least one of those nukes, I could have called it in and ended the game and declared us a victory. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. However, the score did turn out very well. Um, I want to actually commentate what I'm doing in this game. I know a lot of times I'll have a side topic I really want to talk about, and there are a few things I want to talk about. But this gameplay, when I was watching it back before commentating it, I noticed there's a lot of things that really I should probably talk about. And, like let people know like why I do certain things, especially when going for nukes. Because even though this game's been out for a few years, I know that there's still people that don't know how to get nukes or have never gotten nukes. And although I don't get one in this game, I do get very, very close both times. And yes, I have gotten several nukes. Right here, I got shot at, and when I played this, I had no freaking clue where I was getting shot at from. Looking back, I think the guy was at the top of the cliff, and with a suppressed gun that had almost no range. It was probably a submachine gun, that's why I only got hit markers on me. But it doesn't really matter. I didn't know where it was at the time, and I just kind of dove inside the grass. If you don't know where you're being shot at, and just instinctively go prone. That's one tip that I can give. Because especially if I got lucky because there was grass next to me. But a lot of times in the game, if you just go prone, there's going to be some barrier in your way or something that they won't be able to shoot through, and that'll save your life a lot. Also, it'll be less frustrating because you don't get you don't have that sense of I died, I didn't even know where the person was. Another thing I do is always watch kill cams, especially if you don't know how you died. Always watch the kill cam because it makes you a better player, in my opinion. And there's a lot of host migrations in this game, so I'm sorry if the game is lengthened because of that. I'll probably end up cutting them out by the end of this video, but we'll see what actually ends up happening, whether I do or not. When I cut up the video, a lot of times the audio will get messed up, so I don't know whether I'm going to cut it up or not. I'll see how it goes. I did have a stacked team this time, however, they did not know what they were really doing. You'll see here, they didn't know the whole purpose of spawn rushing. They kind of just stayed back on our side of the map and just chilled there for a little bit. I could tell I have good connection though, because normally if you run past a claymore and you have bad connection, it'll lag and kill you. Whereas in this time, just now I ran past the claymore without even getting a hit marker, which is really, really nice. One thing I could have suggested is I should have stunned that corner. I saw that there was 2 red dots over here, and I did catch both the guys because their backs turned to me. That's one reason you want to be in the enemy spawn, is because you're gonna find yourself encountering enemies with their backs turned to you. Whereas right here, I'm gonna meet them head on. At least I have protection. I'm covering behind these bricks here, and although I am next to explosive barrels, which is not the best idea in the world, I do have some sort of protection. Whereas when people turn that corner, they don't have any. That's the other reason that it's just getting inside their spawn. Is when you're in the enemy spawn, it's very hard for them to identify where you are, and especially if you have a suppressed gun and a full team, so they're not getting any UAVs or radars of any sort. Going for the nukes, obviously you're going to use the Harrier chopper gunner nuke setup. So at least if you're going to go for the most effective nukes. Now, if you're better with the AC-130s, do that. I'd only suggest those over the chopper gunner on maps like High Rise, and maybe probably Skid Row would be the other good map for AC-130s instead of the chopper gunners. And here's the second host migration of the game. This got really frustrating. I'm pretty sure my team got host now, though, so I didn't have to worry too much about it. But there might be another one later on. I really can't remember. But this is one that I come out of this chopper. I think I had like 19 kills. I really didn't get too far in this chopper gunner. My Harrier did only a couple kills for me. So the air support did not do as well as I thought it was. They were shooting their guns at it, and eventually did take it down with light machine guns, which is a bit frustrating. I was too busy concentrating on the guys that had Ghost Pro, or excuse me, Cold Blooded Pro, and because they were the ones with the Stinger missiles, and I was scared that maybe they'd shoot me down. I should have been more focusing on getting as many kills as I can while I was in the chopper gunner. That's one mistake that I made that I probably should have cleaned up. The spawns, I know there's only 4 of them on this side of the map, which is really, really nice. Or 4 main ones, I guess. There's a few other emergency spawns, but you really rarely see those. Right here, you'll see my mic light up a lot. I was freaking out. Basically, they called in a Harrier. I don't know how they got it. Probably a care package. But I have an assault rifle, and I'm #1 on the leaderboards right now. And there's 2 qualifications, I guess, for a ranking, I guess, of the air support, like who it's going to attack first. I guess it's the best word for it. Or priority. That's what it is, priority. And having an assault rifle is the first priority. If you have an assault rifle, then it'll prioritize you over people that have like submachine guns or shotguns. And also, if you have if you're highest on the leaderboards for your team, then the air support's going to prioritize you. So if you go back and watch that part again, you're going to see that the Harrier turns instinctively directly toward me the second that it comes on the map. And it's because it's always going to go for the person that's top on the leaderboards and has an assault rifle. And I match both those classifications, I guess you could say. It's the same way for all the air support that's unarmed, like any AI air support, like the attack helicopters, Harriers, Pavlos, things like that. They're all going to follow by those basic rules. And here I was really sound horning a lot. I was trying to figure out where the enemies were around me, and because there were a lot of them around me, and none of them had on Ninja, which was really nice. I really just wanted to wait till the end of the round, and there I ended up 23-0. And here's my vital mistake. At the very beginning, I'm trying to switch to a hardline class so I can get, just one less kill to get the nuke. And I completely forget that, they're rushing us right now. And so I turn a corner up here without even thinking that there's going to be a guy here yet. And it turns out he's got a Spaz 12, I've got a TAR 21, and he takes me out. Any other gun except for a shotgun, and I probably would have won that gunfight because I was on the ground with a better connection than him, and he was also damaged. But, it's whatever works. I had bad aim, he had a shotgun, and I did get a payback here. I was telling my team, though, because my teammate thought that I was going to have the nuke. I told him, I don't have the nuke, so definitely try to defend both these bombs because we had lost the first round. More by choice than anything else, I think, for the loss in the first round. But and normally defense is where we're going to hold one bomb, let the other one go. But Afghan is very, very hard to control the bomb plants, especially when they planted off B the first time, which they ended up doing in this map, or in this round. And so here I start my second streak for the nuke. I had a much better start for this streak, a lot quicker start than the last one. However, I found myself in a really bad spot. I ended up pushing way too far into the other team spawn, and I was relying too much on my teammates when they weren't there for me. They weren't in the spawn with me. There's a couple guys that would stay about mid-map, but everyone else was just back in our spawn. And it wasn't helping me get any support back in the enemy spawn where I'm going to be, have a lot of enemies around me, a lot of encounters, or I'm going to be getting the most kills, but also taking a huge, huge risk. And it's nice to have more friends with you. That way they can kind of help you out and walk you through it, and give you a little bit of support if you need your back watched or you need a Harrier shot down, something like that. It's really, really helpful to have teammates with you. But right here, I'm trying to get some cover. However, this is in hindsight, this is a really bad spot because there are two spawns behind me, which you'll see the enemy spawn there now. And that's the bitch of a spawn trap right there is painkillers. This sniper, I should have stunned the corner or maybe through a Semtex, but I figured that sniper's not going to hit me. There's no way. He didn't even have a ghillie suit and he was level 70, so I wasn't too worried about him. I don't think he was going to put his grizz on anytime soon. And I pull out the Harriers really quickly. Do get the chopper gunner, still in a really bad spot, and I ended up calling in my chopper gunner in a really bad spot. But once again, they shoot down my chopper gunner here in a second. I think I get the chopper right about now. Yeah, I shoot for this guy, and my Harrier ends up stealing the kill from me. But calling the chopper gunner, and the same mistake as last time. I tried to go for too many cold-blooded people that were shooting me down when I should have been going for the triples and multis that were all around that guy. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for me. I did not get the nuke this time again. And after this, his support was dropped. My teammates were not doing anything for me whatsoever. I think only half my team ended up going positive, but it's whatever. Like I get frustrated sometimes that I feel like I'm always leading the team, which I am always leading the team. But I'm always trying to find new people, trying to recruit new players. And I guess it's something else I could say is if anyone out there's on YouTube that wants to add me on Xbox Live, I've got 100 friends, but if you have a decent enough KDR, message me first, and I'll probably make a spot for you. The other thing is if you try to get me to add you, like say, and you leave in the comment section, add me at this user or this gamer tag, I'm not gonna add you. Okay, you're gonna have to add me because I've got 100 spots, and my gamer tag is really, really easy to type out. Most of y'all's is like XX Elite 33 capital T Big Boy 92412. Like a million different letters. Mine's Big Teddy. That's it. Like it's 2 words. It's really, really easy. There's no hard capitalizations with it. It's very, very plain and simple. But so if you want to add me, I'll leave my gamer tag in the description of this video so you can check that out. Give me a friend request or send me a message first, actually, and I'll check you out, see if I want to add you or not. And if so, if you got a nice personality, send a voice message too and say you want to play with me a couple times. That'd be fine too. I love playing with subs. And yeah, that's about it. This gameplay's coming to a close. The bomb never gets defused because my team, like I said, really wasn't doing so hot. I was sitting here trying to go for nukes. That was my role. I was not playing support role. I was playing nuke role. And I had 5 teammates that were also planning and defusing bombs. And unfortunately, none of them could make it to the bomb site in time to defuse the bomb or hold it down. So I'm going to take part responsibility because I should have had a nuke to end the game. But unfortunately, dying 1 and 2 off the nuke was inevitable, I guess, in this game for 2 lives in a row, which really did suck. But it's no big. You can't dwell on it. Happens to everyone. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to click the like button. It helps me out a lot. And if you really enjoyed it, click the subscribe button, and you'll see all these videos posted quite a bit. And also, once again, just to remind you, if you do want to add me on Xbox, make sure to send me a friend request. Thanks, guys. Later.